couldn't pull it like on that side.
Oh, okay, got it.
You go. That's not good. Okay.
One of the males is not interested.
I think most of the parents were like,
Okay.
They're both alive.
yeah,
Are they fighting?
no, one's
They're
on
not
like the
interested.
female.
Is this one alive? No, they're both alive.
Okay, we're recording. Just looking. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's good.
This is interesting.
And then you can see the female.
The glare's a little bad. You want to change the
There's
angle?
anything we can do.
No.
No, this is the best.
Actually, we should probably start from when they're fighting, to be honest.
It said to record for 20 minutes.
Oh, okay, no.
If it's dead, we'll have to get
Science rules. That's a good question. Are there gay flies?
Oh, it's supposed to be 3 bouts of 20 minutes. That's right.
Oh, it does.
Why would you just do an hour?
Yeah. What's the point of like stopping recording?
My other
And
question,
if we
are we
need to
sure these
charge
are
it,
both
we can
males?
charge it.
Are we sure these are both males?
Yeah, this one has a really black bottom and so does this one. And they're both smaller.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, I feel like...
Yeah, Dr. D said because we use the wild type, they're not socially naive. So
That's
they're-
good. We don't want them to be
No, we do.
Yeah, you do.
naive.
Yeah.
Really?
You want them to
They've
be
never seen a
gender.
female.
But also, it would be nice if, well, like, it was harder sexing from the pupa stage, you know what I mean? So I feel like half of them aren't going to be so naive anyways, because you can, you know, if a male pupa and a female.
You can dream it.
I mean, possibly.
Like, it was hard for us to distinguish.
Yeah. They told us to throw everything away. They were like, when you're done, just chuck everything in the fire hazard. Like, hello.
Why are females
The
like?
female ones look like they're, like, kind of doing stuff.
They're not hungry right now.
They seem very.
We're feeding them all day. They're not hungry.
When do they fight? They're honestly kind of just chilling with each other right now.
Lions are so friendly.
Guys, look.
You start making me.
Two males just like, sitting on the corner. Hey.
How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, we have our side camera set up. So we just like record it for
We have nothing to do but just watch them.
an hour. We just record it for an hour. It's just 3 rounds of 20 minutes.
Yeah, you only need 2 rounds of 2 minutes. I just asked.
Okay, I'm gonna do something else now.
Okay, so he released the curve.
Oh,
Or not the curve, but the what do you call it? The milk.
The distribution.
I'm like here.
Yeah.
Where's
I
my
did.
laptop?
I am across the street.
Yeah, it's gonna be like,
Oh.
oh, we don't have to stay for an hour. We can only stay for 40 minutes. It can be 2 rounds.
I'm gonna throw up. Why did you tell me that?
Unnecessary.
I wasn't ready for this.
It's not. I don't see the grade though. I think you just put the.
Now I know I'm that bottom person on the curve.
You were not. I can assure you.
Why does he do that? Why can't he do the grades first
I would
and then the
appreciate
curve?
that.
The curve is not. I'm like, I've never paid attention to the curve.
Like, why would I
I was never a
care?
curve looker.
I don't understand curves. I care about my grades.
Yeah, like we didn't have curves. Where I went.
Oh, he's
You
grading
remember
the
how
bell
nice
curve.
any 101's curve was?
No,
how
I
much
think
of a
it's always
godsend that
like
was?
I
so
genuinely
designed,
don't
but then
know
those
what
are
a
the
curve
scores.
is.
Like,
Oh my god.
I just
You
do
don't
Bell
remember?
curves are the
With
worst.
how? 101. Did you take any 101?
Yeah, but I don't know what a great curve is.
Oh, just
Because our grades
it
were
usually
never
makes your grade better than what it was.
curve,
What does that
yes.
mean?
You don't remember? 101. If you got like a C, you get like a B or something.
I don't know. I did really well, so I never cared.
Okay.
For 101, yeah, I feel
Yeah.
that.
But like, yeah, everyone keeps talking about curves here in the U.S. and I don't know what it
Curves
means.
me, and I think I feel the same way. I know they're supposed to help you out, but
like
most of my
how?
classes have been absolute, so I don't understand them.
And I'm
They're
really
like,
doing much for
Professor,
that.
they're gonna be a grade curve. What does that mean?
Now I'm just gonna keep checking grades.
Yes, now I'm going to
Well, I was doing that anyway.
stop.
Guys, are the grades up?
No.
Oh, he just released the
The
distribution.
distribution, yeah.
Because,
That means
yeah.
he's gonna release it soon.
Soon, yeah.
Yes.
Which is why I'm gonna be checking
Someone
constantly.
got 30.
Can I see the grade?
Yeah, one second.
You definitely did not get a 30.
Grade.
So when do they try to kill each other?
Oh, okay,
He
that's
doesn't
pretty
do it the way
high.
he does the quizzes,
Yeah.
right? Like,
They're not
That's
I
really
get
high.
good. That is not you.
They're just chilling. The females seem
not
to be just
you.
like standing motionless on the
Wow.
wall.
I forgot
Which
that.
one's which?
Yeah.
Female. Yeah.
Where
How
are
do you
you?
pause it?
The males are as far
20%.
as
Got one question.
they can
Yeah.
with each other, and the females are like just.
It might be
Yeah. Well, this is a really nice setup, though.
So that's is that like the silver lining?
There
Yeah, at
is
least the setup's nice.
You know, it's the problem with using
Nathan looks
flies that have experience.
That would have helped.
Yeah, flies that haven't mated or haven't, they're more motivated. Another way to motivate flies is if you didn't isolate them as pupa, isolate them as adult, and even if they were in a large culture, and then deprive them of food
yeah.
for like 12 hours,
Yeah.
they'll really be
That'll help the
motivated.
females because they're actually fighting over food.
Yes. Yeah, and the males too.
And the males too, I
And
guess.
basically
Also
any,
female.
totally.
But like right now, because they were in those vials with like brown sugar, they're not particularly
Like-
hungry at the moment.
Not hungry
promising
or
about the
motivated to socialize
True.
or mate.
No, the females, they're kind of. I feel like a fight could break out any second.
Well, we'll see. You never know. But you see how difficult this kind of testing is, and that's why, you know, Tulai and I wrote a grant to get those activity monitors.
Okay.
So consider using them in your proposal, even if it's just a baseline level of health.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say you knock out a receptor or a neuron, and you're worried it's going to cause locomotor problems.
You can check with
You can
that.
check just with the activity monitors.
That's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
That's such an interesting like thing.
Yeah.
That we can just like monitor them.
You could look at sleep. So you would
Yeah.
you would aspirate the flies in
They did.
the vials and let them run for like 72 hours. And then there are packages that you can basically just run a script on the binary code that comes out of the bean breaks of each individual fly and visualize sleep.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the most recent Nobel Prize for
Who's in San
fruit
Diego?
flies, the fruit fly discovery was the genes that generate the circadian rhythm. So period, timeless, cryptochrome, and all that basic research was done in flies using the dams.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw that there was a Nobel Prize winner out of like San Diego.
probably recently, right?
Yeah, it was like I think in the past week.
Yeah, because they're all coming out this week and
It was
last.
crazy. It was wait, I have the artist. The piezo 2 ion channel.
Was it physiology and medicine?
Let me try.
Yeah.
Hold on. He's out of like script.
Ah, La Jolla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, you're.
Yeah, physiology.
I'm like watching this anyways. What was the discovery?
Pressure sensitive cells respond to mechanical stimuli in the skin and internal organs.
Was it just one prize in physiology medicine this year?
I have no idea.
When did that happen?
Usually it's the first week of October. All of the Nobel Prizes get awarded.
And I guess I'm living under a rock because I have not looked at that yet.
I put the schedule of events in the slide deck. You noticed that?
Oh yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
He demonstrated.
I was like, this is not related to the lab, but this is cool too.
It comes out at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
He demonstrated that it's spelled PIEZO2 ion channel is essential for defensive touch. Moreover, the ion channel is shown to play a key role in the critically important sensing of body position, motion, known as proprioception.
Oh, so it's just one prize for physiology medicine this year? Wow.
How many are there usually?
Well, sometimes I think they can award it up to 3 members for each unique prize. And so usually it's these major discoveries or collaborations among
I guess there weren't as many major ones this year. I mean, maybe COVID has something to do with it. I don't know.
Well, it sounds like maybe
Stop
this
imitating.
particular scientist was.
Or just he was
was there for
Hey.
Just saw your article.
I'm from there. You know, please.
Oh wait, what?
We have like 2 more
Oh, one of the males moved. Actually, even farther away from him now, but still, the fact that he moved is good because we know they're alive now. Oh, hello, fly. Go right for the apple cider vinegar. You know you want it. Actually, wow, that's a lot at the bottom. Wow.
I don't know if I should go home for an internship this summer or stay here. They're both just like bio.
Yeah.
But also like the weather at my home is
From where UCSB is, right?
UCSD.
Yeah.
They have like so much research
I
there
was
too.
choosing like between UCSB and BU, and I went with BU, but like UCSB definitely I feel like has
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of research. Yeah. But it's like a complete, like, it's not as UC
socially
socially
dead, yeah.
It's super pretty campus though. Like genuinely. And when people live off campus, they have like beach houses.
Oh my god.
Like it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
And like going to grad school there would be cool, but I think for undergrad it's not really like
The most happening.
What's the place?
UCSD.
San Diego.
Yeah. And it's
That's a
not-
cool place.
Yeah, I'm from San Diego.
Oh, well, you'd know that, like, firsthand, yeah.
But yeah, it's nice. It's just like, and it's really, really like well known.
Yeah.
But it's a lot like we have a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like orange juice here, like
Coding is dumb.
people and like you know what I mean. They bring out
Just
their
like great
culture.
that
Even though
they
they need to stay tight knit with people from their countries.
Yeah.
But I feel like most of the time when there's orange juice, like honestly like talk and stuff like that, like collaborate. Orange juice are
Why,
like
Professor Dvorak must
super, like,
torment me.
Stop
Oh.
saying
So
that.
Oh, it's out.
Shut up.
Why is it out?
You know,
Excuse me?
getting to
Out of
know,
what?
you know people.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up.
You guys go
No.
for like brown environment.
No.
Yeah.
But, like,
What is the exam out
Once
of?
I was out,
I'm confused.
whole like it was like
God.
it was literally crazy.
I have a bubble
like,
under? What?
It was all like
going on?
like autumn girl like
I don't know what to
on
do with
dates
this
with this white boy.
Oh my god.
Wow,
It
you're
was
just
so like everyone was a white.
No, like, it's 10 points
And
above.
everyone's
I
like
don't.
bleach blonde. I was like,
does that mean?
where am
gonna
I?
be like 80.
I literally was like,
Seriously,
What?
what does that
So
mean?
central.
it was crazy. I was like, this is the music's good.
What is it out
I'm
of?
surrounded by white people.
I was like, this is like
I'm
a
very
cold.
confused.
Like, that's so weird. Like, I've never seen
Wait, where's the
like,
curve?
in my life. It was literally crazy.
But yeah,
I
why is
was
it
like,
above 100?
literally the straightest hair. You know how you girls like crack, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Where'd you from?
Like a scarf.
Awesome.
I was like,
This is
That
half.
might be the I don't know what that
I
means.
left at like 10.
I did Sweet
It was
Scrubbing.
fun. And the music was good.
Yeah.
Grades are out.
And.
What?
I was surprised because I was like, I got something above 100.
You went
Huh?
Look at this. Look, I didn't even pay attention. There are grades above 100.
I don't even want to go.
Did you
So
do
it's-
it? Yeah. Yeah.
How does that
Okay, it means this is what occurred.
Oh.
Let's say,
I also got hello?
please?
what?
I'm failing.
What?
I'm failing.
That's amazing. I'm like,
What the heck? I don't want to check now.
no. The average is pretty high because of that. You'll be fine.
I don't understand how this works.
Me neither.
He'll probably explain it to
It
you.
looks fine.
Look, I'm like,
It looks great.
the fact that their grades above 100 is
I mean, I'm above the mean. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, the mean is like what, 80 something.
what are females doing?
Actually, I don't know how to read graphs. Where is the mean? This is the mean.
That's the median. Or, the median
Scroll up.
is.
You're literally just dead.
Scroll.
Oh.
Yeah, it also says so. But yeah.
Wait, that one's the mean, right?
Wait, what? I thought I was over 100.
Right? Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Wait, what if this is wrong?
Any of these made up?
I don't think so. Like, yeah, right?
Wait.
What if he put in an
I'm only getting a
accidental
20 on one.
third number that's supposed to be two numbers?
Oh my god, wait. How'd that happen? Which one?
I'm getting an A
Glitched
minus.
out, it demonstrated glitched out. And when I submitted, it said there's no Wi-Fi, so I submitted it again. And it said I had no Wi-Fi again, so I reloaded the page and only got my question submitted.
I don't think so.
Thank you. Shout out to Quiz 2. It was like,
But like,
That
why?
is the
I don't understand. Why is the curve so?
yeah, but it's okay. It's still Quiz 2.
Yeah.
Even
I'm getting
I'm so
I did that
confused.
before.
I
I thought it was like, I probably got like
I finished it and I was like, what I knew well. What I didn't know, I didn't.
yeah, same.
I didn't know anything.
I'm so.
I
I'm
feel
like.
like so smart.
Yeah.
Wait,
I feel head empty because I'm confused.
I feel like it's wrong. I feel like it's gonna be out like 120 or
I
something.
feel like I'm just gonna take out the 8 and it's gonna be like 10.
My only
It's out of
question
like
is,
120.
what is the?
Because that would make sense.
Oh,
The curve?
It might not be out of 120.
What is it out of?
that would make sense.
Well, what is it out of? Then?
You're getting 100 on the spin.
So that's 20.
like-
It's probably like.
Maybe it's out of 120.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's like.
No, that's percent. That's percent. It's percent. I'm confused.
So we did that.
How do you get more?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand how we do.
I
it.
don't
I'm
want to
sure-
know. I don't want to know.
I'm sure he'll
Is
post
it? Oh my
something
god, wait.
about it.
Is it the same as the quizzes where if you get 80%?
If it is, that's amazing.
So like, but that's.
I'm sure
lame
he'll
though,
post
because you're
it
not
little-
above 100, but it's still be counted as a
Yeah. I'm sure he'll post his little summary about.
Honestly, thank God. 94% is not bad.
It's really good.
That is quite nice. Well, the fact that the
Heck, I didn't study.
Dude, I kind of thought it was not fun. I wake up for the 20th.
yeah.
Dude, example, I literally just glitch out. Now, every time I take it, I have to take it in the same place where that's your afraid.
Actually, that did happen. I had to take an in-person exam talk
Yeah.
thing. And
Yeah, exam
I was done, and I was submitting it.
Yeah.
And it's like stayed on submitting it all for like 5 minutes.
No, it literally, it didn't load, so I had to like redo it, and the only question I saved was like the last one. I was like,
You should have emailed him and been like,
yeah, but I was like, I get the job, and it's
There's like
the other ones I
space.
haven't rented on, so it's like, I don't think it'll be bad.
Why are they like sniffing each other's
So
butts?
I was like,
Maybe if there's.
oh my
This
God.
is how it starts.
I would.
Because I didn't know my score until you know how you don't know until like after as well.
yeah.
Which I'm sure that I got better.
I hope you like.
I thought it was good.
That was crazy.
Do our flies not care?
50 cents.
Our flies have not moved.
It's Wednesday.
Are they alive?
No, no, they're moving. No, it's for show. Oh, there we go. If you go to Exemplify, they give you the roster. Out of 100. It's like,
That was crazy.
oh wait. Yeah, let me guess. It's the one with. I can't tell if you like. You see what was wrong.
I don't want to know.
Oh, I think he didn't count. Remember the one we talked about under food?
He said he
He didn't count
I
it.
still don't understand his explanation for the top one.
Okay, because I was like, why is that not the same wrong?
I still don't understand his explanation.
No, me neither.
Wait, EIN?
Because there's no.
He
both
said it was
participated with Pastor
Wait.
Channel.
Yeah.
You need to ask about the other question.
Maybe they're not involved in
Where should I dump out?
Check out this question. Okay. Why we can't catch the EIN by them.
No.
Why not?
Because it's the nurse station.
But it's the derivation.
No.
Do you mind if I ran your notebook? Or no? Is this
Lies, my dude.
oh, sorry.
Wait, what was last? 105? No.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 105, so I really got
3 wrong.
so crazy to me. I got 3 wrong. I feel like I'm an idiot.
3 wrong?
Yeah, out of 40, that's not that bad.
Wait, what?
Even my raw score was
The raw score's not bad.
like 37.
Oh, I knew I should have picked that.
Yeah, that's how would I thought it was like an 80 to like a 95.
Okay.
I knew I should have picked that. I was like, you know what?
Oh, no, I put this
Derivation
because I didn't use it.
derivation of solid.
Yeah, we have two.
We can agree this is all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the answer.
I know, but like, if you just do this, you do VM minus ion, or if this is, these are equal. So then you can just solve for EIN.
But yeah, but E ion is literally the
And it's both. That's why I don't.
But I think it's just the most straightforward. Because I don't think a lot of people. Did I keep it outside?
Oh, well.
You'll never know it.
Wait,
You'll be ingesting them
what
later.
does this mean?
I would not sip on the straw. I would get a new one.
I thought it was like
Just like with our little traps.
Oh, I know, even mine, like, it's not 108 over here. Mine doesn't say 108 here.
It's the new thing.
This is like your raw thing, I think, and then after the curve, it's not.
So it's not really open.
fuck it. I can't go away.
I hate for you to find out the hard way.
Pass.
Probably not a deal.
What's not a game?
Larva's protein.
But, like, I mean, 94, like, after the curve, it might be like, I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works.
I will have like 2 more tests.
Yes.
Because they would be down.
Oh wait, so the raw apples. Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to take the final.
Why would you do that? Apparently.
Dude, my
I'm
math,
up to 2 now.
my math average was a 50.
Yeah, I have. Well,
Now it's down to like that. My friend
What course are you taking?
Depends on places too.
Yeah, no,
Why you taking
Because I'm not minor.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
No, I don't know.
you're a math major.
My roommate's also a math.
It's honestly not that
I know, I like math.
No, I was gonna take math major and then feel like proud. But then I was like, I don't know what I would do.
My
I
roommate,
wouldn't want to be professional.
I have no idea what was going on with your thighs. Maybe they were already
Number theory and it's like topology, like you know, people like graph, like
CO2 flies should.
the ocean and stuff like that.
You can also like say that they don't get
It's like modeling for
Sometimes
the
that's why they draw it.
You're gonna really
And like
like
tap it and leave them on their sides.
I don't know.
The professor seems too.
Yeah.
Just like 2 different types of codes going. No.
Is it math lab?
2 or 4. MATLAB, Python.
Yes.
I don't know. I would like to mention.
oh wait, no, I'm not taking 2 or
I'm gonna try to take 2 or 2.
Oh, you're taking both?
Eventually, I just have other.
That's why I was like, okay, good.
But then I'm like, do you want to
But after next semester, I'll be
save 2 for
I think 2 or 4 then I'll do 2 or 2, I want to do this is like a business thing, and I need something that I can use later.
no, I mean, I'm not done. I'm not.
And next semester also I do math.
They're like just chilling. I think they're like, we have to use well-typed ones, and I think they're just,
That's fine. I mean, these two are on top of each other. You can see.
they're not fighting though. I think they're just,
no big deal.
But any type of behavior is like something that you can include.
yeah.
And those ones are both moving, so it's like,
Oh, they're alive. Just very motionless. It like kind of twitch around and just move.
I mean, not being socially isolated can affect it, but
We also CO2 them like a whole bunch of times.
that shouldn't affect them.
No? Okay. I thought they would be like woozy or something.
No, they should be fine. And he literally was like, I don't know why everyone didn't do well. Like, no, he was like, I don't know why everyone didn't do well because I expected there to be a few hundreds, like a normal grade, just for situation.
Yeah.
And he was like, and then we like had to give him feedback because he was like genuinely confused why like so many things were so bad. And everyone says like because it's only 6 problems and it's 75 minutes, but they're long.
Yeah.
And the 6th problem was basically a topic that he didn't get to in Friday. And was like, oh, like just like learn it on your own. Yeah. And but then there were no practice problems like that on the homework, so everyone like was really confused. And it was for 30%. One of the questions, because it was like a growth model problem, and one of the things was like, oh, but it's like using like multivariables. Oh, like at what rate sharks are growing with like fish population decrease or something like that, or like what would be the most decrease without wiping out the population. So it's just like parameters. And I literally just put one comparison, and I got a
2? I didn't even know it was.
My roommate,
It's so fun.
he's a physics major.
I would say physics majors are always
I'm-
Your roommate is a music person?
They're gonna read.
No, so
I saw the
he
hesitation
wanted
there.
to be a math major.
Yeah.
But he wants to get a PhD. And I was like, you get a PhD in math, like you gotta come up with Europe.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
So it's interesting. Physics.
Exactly. No, people like you major, it's not super like different.
Yes.
You can be like an actuary, which is what I would do, but like it's so boring. You just like literally like are an accountant. You're an accountant.
You know there's people out there who look at
Oh yeah. Some of my friends' parents like it. I think they want the stability. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like 9
No, I mean,
to
like,
5.
I don't mean like, sorry, I mean like, accounting as like a concept.
Someone has to do it. Someone has to do it.
Like, I know accounting majors who don't like accounting that much.
How?
Like, I understand.
We have 27 minutes on the clock.
Okay, so we can leave it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're
What time?
they're not even like
We can
interactive.
just say that we can get our.
You just say wild time, something wild time, you just want to interact.
We would have expected it.
Yeah, so we would have expected the dudes to fight.
Yeah, at least the females at least is trying to like get they're like next, they're like on top of each other.
Are we sure those are good females or just are males?
No, they're definitely females.
Okay.
That I can like be pretty. I think so. Wait,
Who are these?
those are females. Wait, if one's a male, that would be bad. I don't think they're. I think they're both females. They should be. If not, that explains why they're very close to each other. But I don't think so.
Is there
Don't worry, we're in the same boat.
ever
I
like
can't even see it fly away. I don't know where. Wait, is it just disappeared?
The top one is doing a lot of wing flicking.
What's that do?
It's
Like
an
get off of me?
antagonistic behavior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see what that?
Wing flick. So they're just flicking the top one is flicking their wings a lot.
Oh, is that like a fight sign kind of
It
thing?
is. It's
Okay.
a dominant
Oh,
response. So
okay.
basically like making
Asserting
them look
dominance.
bigger. Yeah. Those are
Interesting.
wing flicks. Yep.
I just want to set this up.
Oh.
The other guy almost looks crushed.
That's what he
It's
said.
not, but it looks like it's like
Yeah.
Everything above is out.
those are the females, and the males seem to not care.
Yeah.
I mean, every exam.
I mean I think he's very funny. I would be happy with my rock.
He is very good.
I mean I'm not complaining.
But yeah, I didn't expect that.
I'm fully confused.
No,
A lot of people got over 100 then, like it's on the thing. a lot.
Yeah. Well, the average is 90.
No,
or
because
70.
I think there are.
That's right. The meeting was 87.
Like raw score or with the grade?
No, per.
That's really high though.
That is
The
fair.
exam is graded such that 35 out of 40 is 100%.
That's amazing.
Very good.
What is that, like an 80 something?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
85 I think.
That's unbelievable, dude.
I wish we had my
Oh my
math
God.
teacher.
That's
Also, my math teacher was like, yeah, I
I
mean,
had a third of the total.
I mean, her class at the end, And then he goes, but also, if you do your workout as a master, maybe I'll put you extra. But I was like,
Maybe.
what does that mean?
Or not.
He was like, so like, let's say on this test you got a 60. First of all, 60 was like the upper percentile. He's like, let's say you got a 60. He's like, maybe on the next one you get 80. Instead of curving you from maybe like an average of like a D to a B, I usually curve you to an A minus. So you're just making up grades.
Just give us all these then. If your standard thing right that much.
Take your credit score. It's over this. This is the total amount of points.
Oh, okay. Obviously. Love that.
You know, it's like a pretty number. Like 114.285.
So the excess carries over for the next value test.
Yeah.
It's just like what we're doing right now.
I'm like totally. I'm gonna be honest. I do not like Bible. Moving on is fine.
No, but now and then we're gonna do interview.
I'm fine with this. I'll be
First,
Anyone or what?
Yep. Yeah.
dude, I didn't take any more because I wasn't there neurology, but I was thinking about it. I was thinking like, when I wanted to do it, like when I was doing that, like taking my major in math, and
Okay, this one's today.
Do you still need to take it?
no, because it's like when you're under the player, a class equivalent. So it's basically taking class equivalent to all the first in the major of whatever majors that I was considering. Wasted time.
What was the one that you took?
I wasted 3 months. It was like bio, like molecular programming.
Oh.
It was so long. That class was actually so long.
I actually really liked anyone. I really liked the course.
My class was so hard. I was like, I don't know. But then I talked to my friend who was like, oh, like, it's not that bad.
That's why I liked how like accessible all the lectures. That was good. That was a good time because every professor recorded every lecture, and everything.
Finally came out of the slide.
Lecture slides were
And it was like difficult, like questions, but like it was all out of the slide.
like, yeah, no, our current class is nice, but yeah, I wish it was more slides.
I wish
Yeah.
more like,
Unless I'm gonna draw things and
but I mean, with this type of grading,
I do appreciate the content modules though. I think that makes life a lot easier.
yeah, it was
Like because I can't focus during class, like it's too long to like pay attention. So I zone out
It
like
depends.
way too long.
Some days I
sometimes
don't.
you'll just like trail off like that.
Yeah, it's like sometimes he gets to the physics, you know, like that's not
When he
Oh yeah, when it gets physics, I'm like,
yeah, stop.
like help. I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean
I
by
think like
capacitor resistance. Sorry. Who hurt you?
Like last lecture, I wanted that I didn't really teach it much, and I was just like, oh, this is the content modules and this.
Yeah. I didn't really. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really use the content modules.
And when we spoke to the content modules, they said, yeah, they said that we're gonna go over everything in class.
I'm gonna watch them.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the content module, but you're like,
So it's similar to last time, right?
yeah, exactly. And it kind of helps me to stay in there, because then I know that I don't need to take it. I can just absorb a little bit.
Yeah, but you can highlight it. Amazing pictures of what Daffy State, which you cannot analyze.
It's moving. Thank you very much.
I honestly did not think I would get a third class after 101.
I'm just surprised at how generous.
I'm sorry, I'm like nerding out over this curve.
I wasn't expecting HR in the first place.
Nah, that's like super void zero.
I can go like,
There's really like a huge like number of people who got 100 and above then. If you make the 35 out of 40, that's so nice. This entire chunk is 100 and above.
That's like 15%.
Yeah. That's crazy. Wow, what a nice guy.
Hello, fine. I suppose we leave this till the end of the vlog. Because the females might just do something. They don't really seem to care about the food still, which is kind of problematic. So they might just be fighting us more. If they do it at all. Check that.
If I do the same level as
Manual, the original
Yeah. You can only be in this lesson better.
Yeah, I was when I said it. I thought it was good.
How long has it been?
35.
Like my personal,
At least you got the female
Yeah, I mean, the males are doing absolutely nothing. They're as far as possible.
You need to get hungry.
Yeah.
Right over the cap.
When do we wanna Zoom or meet this week to do the brainstorming?
The brainstorming.
So I'm not free the entire of Saturday.
Okay. Good to know.
But Friday or Sunday.
Let's try. I have something
I
Friday.
have, but 2 to 7. But I can do,
Okay.
well, before I have a meeting from 10.
No, Friday after 7.
No, I'm busy until like late.
Okay, so
I'm like, we just do what we always do.
but this time it's brainstorm. So what I think
Oh,
we
we do
should
together.
so we
Yeah.
need the example grants
Can you guys do any earlier on Friday?
Like 8 a.m.
Like
9 a.m.
No, I have class. Or, yeah.
I have sleep.
Thursday I'm busy like until 7 p.m. But then I'm free.
I'm busy.
No, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty bad schedule. Let's try a different day.
Okay, so I think let's do one thing. Let's read the grants, like the example grants beforehand, and let's. I will do that. I will
So
do
you
that on
can't meet
Friday.
at all Saturdays? You cannot meet like at any time? Not even
No,
on
I
days?
have a photo shoot and then I have dance again with my dance team, not just me.
No, it's just you.
Get some headshots.
And then it's Garba night on Saturday.
Why not?
Garba night. It's just like Indian festival kind of thing. It's over here.
That's awesome.
It's like a dance night kind of thing. Huge dance night.
Oh my god.
You guys should have bought it. It was the whole thing.
I already bought that.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, no, it's just that and this is like 7 to 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm so
7 to
excited.
12. Okay.
Indian,
So,
I actually never been to the Indian
how
holiday.
about let's
Diwali, but we were in the holiday.
yeah, that's like the only one I know anything about. Let's see. Okay. It's due like at night. Right?
Yeah,
So
Sunday
Sunday.
Sunday, like not early morning, that's not bad.
10?
10 or 11.
Yeah. We can
Okay,
give
11.
you a tentative.
Oh wait, I got an idea. 10:30.
Okay, nice.
It's like we wake up at 10 to 10.
Sunday, 10:30. Can you meet?
Okay.
All right. In person or
Let's do it in
virtual?
person.
In person? We can,
We have breakfast.
let's do it indoor place, not BUD.
Yeah, it's getting cold.
Sure. Yeah. Well, that's which place? 'Cause most coffee. Okay. I was gonna say most coffee shops are already full by then.
GSU we can do, Starbucks right there.
GSU. Where at GSU? You know, would be a good place. The law.
The law school library?
Yeah. And then the library. The cafe.
Oh, yeah.
Lounge. Whatever it is.
I have also not been there,
It's
but.
pretty nice. How about this? I'll meet you guys outside there.
Okay, yeah.
Nice. I went there for the first time recently. It was like there's coffee there. No.
I sit in the law school library all the time.
All right, we'll just meet outside.
Yeah, so we read the grants before, and we, whatever else.
Yeah.
Like just do everything before, so all we have to do is just discuss it.
Please remind us.
Yeah, I'll
I
send
will
it.
send one like the day before.
I'll send on like Friday,
Or
and
day
then
of.
Saturday also if somebody else can just remind me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so just do everything before, and then we just discuss it. Sounds good.
Yeah. All right.
We're probably almost done with it. Oh yeah, it's literally just pick one exactly.
Yay. Well, can we leave it going?
Yeah, we can.
Like, are we really gonna get another?
I don't know.
What do you think?
Huh?
I don't know. I
like go and see the females do anything? Or?
Yeah, the top female's like flapping her.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good thing.
Yeah, that's a aggression mark or something.
She's probably hungry.
Oh,
Oh, the male fly is separated even more. I feel like they're gonna start fighting.
He's like, bye.
They're like, I hate you.
At 10:30, right?
What time is it?
No, sorry, I was asking what time we were leaving. 10:30, right?
Yeah.
Alright, it's 10.
Another 15 minutes.
10:30
Yeah.
a.m. Sunday.
Yep.
I'll have like.
Dude, if I don't, I will be a nervous.
No, I have one too.
No, I know some people does not have a calendar.
I don't know how
And
people
gets
live
everything
without
done. I don't
calendars.
understand.
Oh my god, no, yesterday.
They don't write stuff down. They have it up here.
Yesterday, my class knew that and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be 15 minutes late. Nice. And then I was 15 minutes late. I was like, oh my god.
Well, anyways, yeah. I don't know. I could not live without it. No, you don't need to, but
Okay, because some of them are labeled.
don't worry about it.
Problem with what?
Oh, like code.
I've been losing sleep over this for like 3 days. Don't ask. It's due tonight. So there's only one. We have 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I said. So
Can we stop it?
we can either stop it or we could just wait. I don't think much will change. The males are getting further apart.
I can keep going.
I don't think they're male.
Really? Look at them. Just like no, but they both have the like smaller bodies and the black and they're really like concentrated bodies. The females are.
I mean, the females would be on here regardless, but I think the males. What if they're already like?
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
it. They probably
He said,
did.
oh, as if like it's a real thing.
Oh.
Oh, that makes sense.
What if they're
What if there's like not in the That would explain
Yeah,
everything.
don't be. No, I was gonna ask, do you think are any flies homosexual? Yeah.
This has some deep life.
I feel like maybe.
I don't know. Cause like,
Dr. G, are any flies ever like homosexual?
You know, there are many labs that study same-sex courtship behavior.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, so fruitless is the master regulatory gene in flies. The homolog in mammals would be SRY, which is the sex-determining region of the Y chromosome. In flies, you can actually manipulate the isoforms. So in males, it's the male isoform of fruitless. In females, it's the female isoform. And transformer is a transcription factor that will specify whether or not a nervous system becomes male or a nervous system becomes female. So you can actually use the Gal4 UAS system to change the pattern of male-female response in neurons in adult male or adult female. So basically, you can use genetics to make male flies fight like females, make female flies fight like males, and the experiment you suggested, you can make males court males, females court females. You can make females sing.
The way like males sing, like a courtship.
Well, males always sing.
Uh-huh.
That's the default. But you could manipulate transformer and make females start courting other females in an adult.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, just by changing the expression of a single gene. We have fruitless flies. So on that database, when you guys get to the brainstorming activity this week, I recommend you guys read the old grant proposals and then watch the Transgenic Toolbox workshop from this last Sunday. Caroline and Jill walked you through how to use our database and start thinking about what lines you might want to make. And if we don't have those, we'll order them. Yeah.
So wait, the group, the project that we're gonna have from now to like the end of the semester,
Yep.
is that a group thing or individual?
Group.
Awesome. Okay.
All group.
That helps.
Yeah, so start thinking about what fly lines you might want to order.
Okay.
And what behaviors you want to examine. Basically, the grant proposal, you'll have 3 aims. Aim 1 will be a genetic level. You're going to make your organism. Aim 2 is anatomical. So whatever system you're interested in manipulating, you can label it with green fluorescent protein, red fluorescent protein, to get a really nice image of the system that you're manipulating in Aim 3. Aim 3 is sort of putting the pieces together and looking at the behavioral consequences of manipulating that system that you targeted in Aim 2. And then looking at sleep or movement, circadian rhythms, basically anything that interests all 4 of you.
It's exciting. Yeah. Cool.
So
Think about it.
Yeah, so just take a look at the old proposals. You know, many groups got pretty creative. They made seizure flies. We have flies that have A beta or tau, so you can make an Alzheimer's fly.
so cool.
Yeah. You could
Amazing,
think,
yeah.
think any neurotransmitter, right? Any receptor. You could look at drug addiction, alcohol abuse. There's a technique called DREADS. So instead of optogenetics, DREADS are chemogenetics. So let's say you're interested in, there's a dopamine 1 receptor that responds to cocaine. We can't get a drug license to order cocaine, but there's a workaround. So you would use something called DREADS, where it stands for designer receptors that are exclusively activated by designer drugs. And it uses...
Oh, is that the whole acronym?
That's the whole acronym.
Wow.
And so it uses
cool.
muscarinic receptors that would bind acetylcholine endogenously, and they've been genetically altered so that they only respond to a drug called CNO instead of acetylcholine. So what you could do is you could find a GAL4 line that targets a population of dopamine D1 neurons in like the antenna lobes that would have responded to cocaine, and then cross that GAL4 with an excitatory thread. And once you collect the offspring, now everywhere the dopamine D1 neurons are produced will be the muscarinic receptor embedded in their cell membrane. So now, instead of feeding the flies cocaine, you feed them CNO, and you can give different doses and get pretty nice dose response curves of whatever your behavioral readout is. So if it's conditioning them to a low dose of CNO, you could put it on one side of the dam vial and then count, well, the computer will score how much time they spend on each side. So the drug paired side or the drug control side.
Isn't the muscarine receptors that like slow down the heart?
They do.
Okay.
Yeah. So many systems will take advantage of DREADS to look at genetic pharmacologically induced function of cells and how they work endogenously without having to, in this case, order a drug of abuse to then feed the flies. Because essentially, you're still activating the same receptors that would have responded to a drug like cocaine, just doing it genetically.
So it should be like the same effect that would.
Well, then you would see that. Yeah, so you could try to condition your flies. So if you think the subtype of dopamine receptor is underlying reward memory in the fly brain, you could use a DREAD technology. And that would be like aim 3. Aim 2 would be anatomy. So you would just take that same GAL4 line that targets these D1 receptor expressing neurons, and instead of crossing it to a UAS DREAD, you cross it to a UAS GFP. And then when you collect the progeny, dissect their brains, only the D1R neurons are glowing green.
Yeah.
And that can be aim 2. So you just show a nice image of the fly brain in the system that you're manipulating in aim 3.
I assume aim 3 is like behavior or something.
Yeah, so think about aim 1 as a genetic level. You're making your fly. The Gal4 UAS cross. Aim 2 is the anatomy, label it with a fluorophore. And then aim 3 is putting it all together. What are the behavioral consequences of changing the activity of those cells that you labeled in aim 2?
That's gonna be cool.
Aim 3 can really be, you know, you can use a DREAD, you could use optogenetics, so now instead of putting UAS inhibitory or excitatory DREAD, you put channel rhodopsin to turn the cells on, halo rhodopsin to turn them off. There's Shibiri, which is a temperature-sensitive protein, so you can raise the flies at 32 degrees centigrade, test them at 28, and then the protein becomes unstable until they'll turn off the neurons that are targeted by Gal4. You can use TRIP, which is a constitutively active ion channel, so it will keep all those neurons on during development. You could use tetanus toxin to kill all the cells. So look at the transgenic tool. Yeah, basically you just mix and match the Gal4. So you use Gal4 as your primary promoter to drive expression selectively somewhere in the fly's brain, and then you switch out the UAS constructs to change the activity of the cell or to label the cells.
There's a lot.
The equivalent in a mouse or a rat is the Cree-Lox system.
Oh, we went over that in lecture.
In lecture.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you watch the transgenic toolbox, Caroline and Jill do an excellent job walking you through how to use our database, and then start helping you guys think about how you might want to make a cross. And if we don't have the flies here, we can order them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Awesome. This really gets more into the neuroscience
Yeah.
of flies in a systems perspective, because you're making these animals yourself
Yeah.
just by doing the process. The hard work's done for you. All the transfection, the mutant flies have
Yeah.
been generated at the University of Indiana Bloomington. That's where the repository flies. So if you're a fly researcher anywhere in the world and you created a new fly, you publish the paper and you send it to this company in Indiana, and then they keep replenishing the stocks so that they're publicly available. It's like an open resource.
Okay.
Open source fly breeding.
Yep, exactly.
Yes, I think this is. I don't think anything's gonna happen at this point. It's been like 50-something minutes.
Yeah,
And
I think.
I think. What do you guys think? I don't think anything's gonna happen at
Yeah,
this
I
point.
think the male flies just keep
Moving further.
Oh yeah, no, the male
apart.
flies. I have never
like,
had a
each
single
other.
glimpse
But not
of
like
them.
fighting
The
way.
females, they're like kind of aggressive, kind of not, but also don't want to fight.
You guys all set?
So-
All right, just remember,
I'm
no
doing
lab
these.
next week.